All right, my friends, so the Russian stock market continues to be closed, which means what? You don't have access to your money if you're a Russian investor. Did that happen any other place? A more democratically elected country. Has that ever happened before? Oh, where banks are closed, where stock markets are closed. Oh yes, happened many times in the good old US of A. Well, many times, a number of times. And we're democratically elected. We're as pure as wind-driven snow, of course. So let's just say you're about to retire. You got $1 million. It's all in Wellington Fund, just for example. You need $50,000 a year to live on, and you don't have $50,000 coming in because you don't have any money. You have retired. So now you need $50,000 to live on, and you go to your local website, Vanguard. You say, "Hey, send me a check for $50,000," and they're like, "Oh, sorry, man, the markets are closed. We can't send you any distributions." What do you do? What do you do, I ask? Interesting, is it not? Well, you could say, I'll just go down to the bank. Oh, guess what happened in Russia? There was a run on banks. Oh, that never happened in the United States. That's crazy talk, Josh. You're obviously a Putin stooge. And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, if there's anything, I'll just trade electronically, PayPal stuff. Oh, I've been banned off that because I'm a Russian stooge, or I've been banned off that because whatever. It doesn't matter. Or PayPal and Apple ePay say, if you send any money to Justin Trudeau's or the anti-Trudeau truckers, you're banned from all this. So what do you do? And you're like, Josh, that's no big deal. I support Fauci. I support Biden. I support Ukraine. I got a BLM tattoo. All right. Well, let's just say they find something else. Like anyone ever who said anything good on social media about Trump, you're going to have your accounts banned. You won't have access to it. That's crazy talk. Oh, did you not hear what Hillary Clinton just said the other day? That we need to find and silence those who spread Russian propaganda. Only a friggin' fool, and I get it. There's going to be some that comment here, would think that is that will never come to haunt you. I'm just telling you, man. Do you not see what is going on? This is the whole thing with the COVID narrative. The minute they get away with doing what they've done, literally fining people for walking on the streets, the minute they get away for doing that, literally denying your right to go see grandma in the nursing home when they actually put her there with COVID and did bad things. The minute all that happens and no one is held accountable, it only opens up the great opportunity for the freaking tyrants like Hillary Clinton to come in there and start freaking busting heads. And if you think you're going to be free from this, I tell you what, you're crazy. Now, it might not even get that bad. It might just be stock market's way down, we're going to close the market. That's what happened after September 11th. What if you needed money? Sucks. Sucks to be you. So the market's closed, run on the banks in Russia. It might not even be an invasion. Maybe we get invaded. I don't know. Maybe all of a sudden the currency, the petrodollar, no longer serves as the currency of the world anymore. And they're like, oh, that is a big concern, man. That's a huge concern. If you're not paying attention, you don't know what the hell's going on. You think by waging currency wars against Russia, that's not opening up other countries to say, yeah, they could do this to me too. Maybe we need to remove ourselves from the currency wars. Well, Josh, that's where Bitcoin comes in. Yeah, good luck exchanging Bitcoin there, guy. Anyway, the point being is, I was talking to a guy today, good guy, lots of cash at the bank, all makes sense, lots of gold, makes sense, 100%, love it. But you have to have liquidity. You have to have, he's got gold in his house, so that's good. You've got to have things that you can use as cash, as currency. You got to have some at home, just in case. I mean, even think about it. When I forgot what the hurricane was, Irma, I think, went through Tampa. No one wanted your credit card because electricity was down. So if you wanted gas, it was cash or cash only. Russia, right now, because Apple and Google are banning electronic payments in Russia. If you want to get there, I showed you a picture of this. They're lined up in the subway queue trying to get their cash to go through the subway queue because they usually just use it electronically and they got no cash. It doesn't have to be where they close the banks, they close the stock markets. I'm just saying that's what's happening, a run on the banks in Russia, plus a closing of the stock market. And we've had both in the United States, just as an FYI. Don't think we're immune from this. It happened in modern times. Don't forget, the United States, the bastion of freedom throughout the world, made it illegal to hold gold. If you didn't turn your gold in, you were faced with jail time. Don't think we're exempt from all this just because it hasn't happened in the last 50 years. I'm telling you, man. Again, no run on the banks here, but it did happen. No stock market here right now, but it certainly has happened even in modern times. And this isn't a circuit breaker thing too. This is big time, but they shut the markets down from, I think it's September 11th to September 17th, if memory serves. It could easily happen again, easily. So how do you get your money when that happens again? Huh? That's why, look, I love Ginnie Mae, as I said a million times. If you don't have some money sitting in the cash account, at least at your bank, and at least in a fireproof box at home, I tell you to think again, man. You got to have some sort of currency, gold and cash, and you have to have it accessible for you right there. You don't have to have thousands of millions of dollars of cash, thousands of $1 million of ounces of gold. You just have to have some way to transact if things go the way they're happening in Russia right now. And again, I'm going to hear the negative people say, "Oh, you're such a doomsdayer." Okay, look. It just makes sense, dude. Why does people say if you're preparing, you're a doomsdayer? Being prepared means just seeing what's obvious and saying, if that happens here, could that affect me? The answer is unequivocally yes. So be prepared. Have some reserves in your house in a fireproof box. And I will see you.